How did poor quality lead to the 80s game crash? Have you ever wondered how a flood of poor quality video games could bring an entire industry to its knees? The video game crash of 1983 is a fascinating story of excitement turned sour. The early 1980s saw a boom in the home console market, with systems like the Atari 2600 gaining immense popularity. However, this success led to a significant problem: an overwhelming number of games that were rushed and poorly made. During this time, there was little to no quality control over game releases. Any developer could create and sell games for popular consoles without any approval process. This lack of regulation meant that many games were released with bugs and confusing gameplay. Two infamous examples stand out: the Atari versions of E.T. the Extraterrestrial and Pac-Man. The E.T. game was developed in just 5 weeks to meet the holiday deadline. This rushed production resulted in frustrating gameplay and numerous bugs that made it nearly unplayable. On the other hand, the Pac-Man port suffered from flickering graphics and poor sound, disappointing fans who expected the arcade experience. These games felt like cash grabs, damaging consumer trust and leading to massive returns. As more low-quality games flooded the market, players became skeptical about purchasing new titles. Retailers also lost confidence in stocking video games, further contributing to a decline in sales. The situation worsened as many companies rushed to produce games to capitalize on the booming market. They sacrificed playtesting and polish, resulting in a glut of subparing products that confused consumers. This oversaturation of poor-quality games made it difficult for players to distinguish between good and bad titles. The lack of quality assurance even led to some games crashing consoles, which soured public perception of video gaming as a whole. In the broader context, the combination of poor game quality, market oversaturation, and intense competition among numerous consoles led to the collapse of the home console industry. The crash wiped out billions in revenue and caused many companies to go bankrupt. Looking back from a 1980s nostalgia perspective, this crash serves as a cautionary tale. The excitement and promise of video games were nearly undone by a flood of rushed, low-quality products. However, this period also set the stage for the industry's revival. Companies like Nintendo later introduced strict quality controls and licensing systems, ensuring higher standards and restoring consumer confidence. This era reminds us how vital quality and trust were in shaping the future of gaming.